Today I want to show you my process, sort of how I take content from other sources and turn it into LinkedIn post ideas, and how I manage that entire process. The other day I gave a 1-hour training session on LinkedIn to one of my clients. I'm going to get Claude, and I'm going to paste the entire transcript. Obviously, I recorded it using my note taker. Also, I like to use this tool called Wispr Flow. It allows you to dictate so you don't have to type out everything. So I'm just going to say my prompt here. Attached is a training transcript that I gave to a client, as well as some Q&A at the end. I want you to create a table of LinkedIn post ideas that I could create based on the training that I gave and the Q&A at the end. I want you to put it into a table format I can view on this screen. I want the table to have this layout: a row number, the post idea in the form of a catchy hook, an outline of the post, and any other column that you think would be relevant or helpful as I reference this to create content later on. Absolutely love Wispr Flow. So it just dictated everything. There's the prompt. Hit enter. So it's going to search through that transcript. It's going to pick out the ideas and just put them into a table here, and it's already off to the races. And what I'm doing as it's generating this output is I'm looking at the quality. Are these good ideas? So far, this is really strong. So within just a couple of minutes, it's generated, let's see, 22 LinkedIn post ideas. And as I've read through these, I think they're all really good. Now, I want to flip over and show you the Notion database that I use. So what you're seeing here is a list of all of the LinkedIn post ideas, LinkedIn posts and so forth in various statuses. Sometimes I'll have just an idea that I'll come in here and I'll drop in. I'll go back to it later. Others where, like this one right here, this is one that's in progress at the moment. You can see it's got the name of the idea, an outline, some notes that I've taken. You'll also see some posts that have been published recently. I have that. So I just use this to organize all of the ideas. Now, I don't want to have to enter 20 new ideas into this table, but I need to get them in here. So Notion and Claude have a connector. So if you go in Claude and click this plus sign, you'll see a connector, and I have already connected my Notion database to Claude. So this is what's really cool. Now I'm going to give it another prompt. These are great ideas. I want you to add all of these to my personal Notion database of LinkedIn post ideas. In the body of each post record, write a further detailed outline or draft. Be sure and set the status to idea from Claude. Okay, so it found it. Now it's going to try to map the records. Okay, let's see right here. I got the schema. I'm going to create all of these. So it's going to create 22 records. So right now there's 987 records in this database. It's going to add 22 more to it, and I don't have to touch a single thing. And I'm going to flip back over here. Claude is still working. Okay, the magic just happened. You'll notice that the count went from 987 to, say, 1,009 records. All of these new records have been added. So I'm going to go and take a look at one of these as an example. I'm going to open this up. Not only do I have the idea, but it gives me a suggested hook, a core idea, and an outline of the post based on the things that I talked about in the training. I've just added 22 brand new ideas for LinkedIn posts. I did not have to touch a single record. And the best part is I'm using content from another source that I already created. I spent hours working on this presentation and this training. The client got a lot of value from it, but now I want to extract that and get as much mileage as possible from that effort. The main thing to remember here is you have a lot of content in other sources that you can work with. Use AI, use tools like Notion to organize that, and you'll generate a lot more and a lot better LinkedIn content as a result.